Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of the Elven Portal Podcast. No, we need to go. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of the Abomination Vaults podcast that we call Monster Interrupted. Now, unfortunately, my computer died last week, which caused no end of trouble with me suddenly rapidly upgrading my gear, and things went sideways, and we've lost an episode. I have an amazing episode to talk to you about, where I have no audio, and the guys basically have, yep, shit, I hit it, I run, okay? So, when last you, the audience, left off, the trio of Kenro and Kraga, and Gregor went searching / adventuring their way around, trying to find another way down to Dubsy that fell down a well. They ran across a skeletal Minotaur and kicked its butt. A little too easily for my taste, but, you know, congrats, claps. And as they patted themselves on the back, they went through the next doorway. And I will show you the path that they took here in video and describe it in audio form. They go through a doorway 10 feet into a hallway, which turns south. South 15 feet to a stairwell that descends 15 feet. As they come down, with Gregor in the lead, they are unaware, unfortunately, of a tangled bunch of roots containing brown mold at the bottom of this little platform that actually is the top side of the underground cavern. You guys remember the underground cavern where it was really low and all the roots are hanging down and they fought the green drake? Somewhere else in that cavern is this little gullet and a little platform that they have walked all the way around and back to sort of a top side of that entrance, isolated from the drake. They did not get attacked from the drake, but they walked through a bunch of brown mold. And if you guys know your classic D&D, this thing radiates cold and sucks heat out of living things. Unfortunately for the party, the worst thing you could do, our Rookie of the Year, which I want to make MVP, Matt Spiegler, took Kraga, lit his hammer with heat, and struck it trying to kill this thing. You drop a torch on this thing, or if you roll around in it, it sucks the heat and it expands rapidly. So this thing went from giving off 2d6 plus 6 cold damage to radiating itself and spreading like mad 10 feet in every direction and giving off waves of this cold damage much further up the hallway. Everyone starts taking cold damage, and unfortunately, they were forced to retreat from this trap. Then I switched to good old Dubsy, and unfortunately, separating the party isn't great. Now, I will admit, those of you that know the dungeon, there's a slight error on my behalf. I'm not going to talk about it. If you know it, you know it. If you don't, just enjoy our version. Poor Dubsy got flushed down a well, which dropped him into a dark, underground, cavernous lake. Not a very big lake. We're talking 30 feet by 20 feet across, and a little tiny island in the middle of it. Sploosh, he's down 25 feet in this well, and then he drops 15 feet into another cavern on level 3 into this water and tries to get out. And down there, those voices, that chorus of cacophony of voices and babbling becomes apparent in a nasty creature that they may encounter later. He ran for it. This thing spit acid at him. He did not try to fight it. He used his amazing stealth skills, played dead, did everything he could to outmaneuver this thing, and barely escaped up a rope that came down later. He kind of almost left the room up a stairwell, came back down and found the rope that the guys left and made for it with every last inch breath of his life. We now return to the story at large, where Dubsy literally has 1 hit point, and he's making his way up this rope, where Cognul Adamantil, the monk, has decided to cautiously return to the dungeon so that his former companions or I should say specifically Campania Crag Silvertusk, does not take on the dungeon alone and has come down to the main room through the secret door, but is technically on this level with them as he begins to quietly, stealthily search for his companions, re-healthed and re-geared up. Also, at the top of the order, we have 3 men, Kenro down to 6 hit points. We have Kragus Silvertusk. I wouldn't call it down, still has 27 hit points. And this is the guy that actually woke up the mold, which is kind of funny. And Gregor Darkmantle, who got cold damage like 3 times in a row because he was our point man, is down to 14 hit points. Gentlemen, starting with the 3 of you, what would you like to do after narrowly escaping a plant?
I can't let it go. I need to go back and smash that mold into dust.
Whoa, 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 big man. That thing just kicked our ass and it barely even touched us, and we don't even know what it is. Maybe you want us to take a second to think about it.
Why do you always have to be the voice of reason?
Not the voice of reason, just the voice of calm for a moment. We could probably kill it, but something you did made it splash everywhere and do more damage. So,
Saying this is my fault?
not your fault at all. Just a little, but not really. Or is it? Anyway, Gregor, what do you think we should do? What's your plan of attack? We need to find Dubsy.
We're not going that way, that's for sure.
That way being pursuing the upper hallway to the west, which then turned south and dropped us back in that underground cavern. Now there is a door, technically, at the top of the stairwell. You guys passed it just to see where the open hallway went, and it went into a nasty trap. Technically, there is more that way that you guys have yet to explore, if you care to take a peek.
Which way? Like where the mold and stuff is?
At the top of the stairwell, there's a doorway that we walked past.
Oh, the other...
The mold stairwell. If you guys go back through the west door that you just ran back through and head south around the corner of the hallway, right at the top of the stairs is a door that's closed.
That green line... Why I can't see the door? Oh. I think that's a secret door.
Nope. It just, sometimes the map doesn't expose as well as I'd like it to.
Yeah, because it's not showing the little white notch that would be a door.
Yeah, normally.
But yeah, no, we want to... We ran past that back into the room, and we want to just... We were just in the middle of
hell no.
figuring out...
Okay. So, placing us back, now that you can see it on the map, I'm going to bring you guys back into the room. Slamming the door shut behind you. Regrouping. What's the plan now, gentlemen?
Well, I don't think we're going to be able to get to Dubsy going this way. Maybe we should double back to the well and think about it again.
And there are also other rooms at the top of that massive wide hallway that we had yet to explore.
Yeah. There's like a glowing green door and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, flush with victory from one successful room. Little shameful defeat from a plant mold. You guys decide maybe just go check the rope that you left for Dubsy, or did you want to just explore your way back?
I think you're right, Kraga. Maybe we should go check that rope. He might have come up and be looking for us now. It's been quite a while.
Okay.
Maybe we can figure out a better direction to go from the well that could lead us down there if...
None of this looks familiar from your time here at all?
Nope.
No, he never made it up this far. Okay. So, back through the door, down the hall, through the open room, into this massive, weird hallway. Heading back into, I guess you'd call it the forge room. And back to check on the well. Okay. Who's peeking in the well?
Praga, you seem familiar with that well already, so take your head on down there and look for our friend.
Your fault. We lost him.
Fine.
Not placing blame, just resigning responsibility.
Hey, I think I see Dubsy. Dubsy, is that you?
Don't scrap on me again.
Dangling 10, 15 feet down the well, about 10 feet up, you have Dubsy clinging to a rope, gasping, out of breath, and he just looks really tired. He's inching his way up very slowly. He looks wounded.
Don't just stand there and I'll help pull the rope up a little bit. Real quick.
Start tugging him up. We haul Dubsy out of the well. He has a nasty chemical burn on his side and on the bottom of the opposite leg.
I think I'm about to die.
What happened to you down there?
I'll cast heal on Dubsy.
Okay. You want to target him and do the magic?
He's looking pretty rough there. It's better than a medicine check.
Do the magic thing. Target
him for me there?
Yep.
Or you want me to?
I'm curious if you could actually just cast it and I could drop it on the mini as of later, but I will get you said target. There you go.
I might as well use the 2-action one because we're not in combat or anything, and it gives them...
Well, do you want to do the 3-action just burst? And everybody gets a D8 for starters? Or did you want to focus your energy D8 plus 8 on Dubsy?
How is the rest of us doing?
I like that first idea.
Yeah, I'll give us a little bit of a burst for everybody, and we can work on it.
Okay.
Maybe some med checks.
Give me a second to target everybody. You're still really quiet there, Troy.
Okay, is that a little better now?
Yeah, maybe crank up a bit.
There we are.
Okay,
there.
Smack some buttons.
All right, there we
And
go.
let's hear the prayer. I've been all over Doug Baldwin. He worships Kyrgyz, the god of strength, with his paladin.
That's an 8.
I don't even let him so much as use a reaction.
Oh, no.
You've killed everyone.
What?
I don't know why that did. Damn, that was weird.
Is there a cross symbol instead of?
No,
Yeah,
it has for some reason it has the damage symbol for the 3 one, which is weird.
Okay. So technically, you don't want to do the teardrop, which is killing your friends. You want to do the healing one.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it should be a
If you
+8,
can, you
whatever.
could actually put +8 in the modifier and then just roll the D. All right. Before you do anything, though. Crap. Hang on. Before you do anything, though.
Yep.
Got to do some math here because it's like ignored 7 is dying. Okay. Well, we knew Dubsy was at 1.
So now he's at 9.
Gregor was at, I believe we said he had 14.
Yes, that's correct.
And
Just kidding. Killed everyone. Haha.
that's 27, Kraga. And then Kenro.
I was at 6, so I should be at 14.
It says you ignored 2.
I was at 6.
Yeah.
Puts me to 14.
Okay. Sorry, they won't let me change your hit points. All I can change are your wounds. So I have to do like constant reverse math. It's my only one complaint. Okay. Casting heal. Again.
I only cast the 1 time.
No, I know, but I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
When you push buttons again.
Try the first action spell, and I think that'll be a heal, right?
Yeah, but it only. I guess. Okay.
Yeah, but if you put a +8 in the modifier, the bottom of the actual screen, it'll give you the. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm just trying to see. I guess I can do it this way. We've targeted everybody, right?
Yep.
Everyone's targeted. Let's try this. Let me try the button here. Does that go forward? Okay, there we go. So we gave 4 to everybody instead of 8.
Okay, not bad. Sorry, I meant the +8, the modifier, if you were going to just focus one spell on Dubsy, but you're doing the burst, which gives
I was just going to do the 1 burst and give everybody the
Okay.
a little bit because we're all hurting. And then
just a wee bit.
better
Okay.
than 0.
And then what? Got any more? Or are we going to sit down and do medical?
I think maybe we should save some magic in case we get in trouble in a battle again and do some med checks, my friends. What do you think? Kraga, you can show off some of that Saren Ray's light again if you'd like.
You mean Saren Ray's stitching technique?
That's a nice scar for me here, and it's kind of a little bit of pride, so I'm not against it. Dubsy, on the other hand, might not like that.
I'll take anything I can get at this moment.
Okay. Let's start with Dubsy. Raga, I'm going to target Dubsy, and if you do the actual skill in the new tab, I think it is.
Oh, I don't have that high of a plus to my medicine, though. I'm only
How about
4.
I help Dubsy and you can assist me?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, give me 1 second there.
Mhm.
Okay, go for it. Because it should actually do the damage. Like, they've added it. But if you do the medicine check, it actually talks about...
Is it treat wounds? Or the
Yeah.
Yeah, treat wounds.
Well, that's a failure.
Fail. Medicine, blah, 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 at Dubsy. Treat wounds, failure. But it wasn't a critical fail, so at least you didn't hurt him. Acid burn's not your forte. And now you gotta wait an hour before you
What
can treat
happened
him
to you
again.
down there, buddy? But I can't seem to be any use with it. What hit you down there?
It looked like a groupity goop. And then it spit at me and said voice things.
That didn't come out of Kraga, right?
I don't know, it sounded like Kraga sometimes. Grog, grog, grog.
I think I see what you're doing here, and I'm not sure I like it.
Just keep your pants on, big man, thanks.
I know. Everything's my fault. That's
I have bad
very
news.
selfish.
Okay. We've been switching doctors. Oh, you fail, no problem. Next doctor. Okay. If you read treat wounds, it's like 10 minutes. Injured living creature. Yay. The target, as in the guy you treated, becomes temporarily immune to the treat wounds action for an hour. So you can't just switch up doctors 10 minutes later, which we've been doing. However, unfortunate for Dubsy, but the rest of you guys are fresh patients. So Kenro, did you want to have a look at somebody else?
Oh,
Since you're our lead surgeon. What about Craiga?
what do you think, my friend? You would like a little help there? You're got a couple scratches I can see.
Yeah. Patch me up.
All right, Kraga, it is. Gregor,
I can
you're,
assist.
who's going to it? You're assisting Dubsy?
Yeah, I'll assist.
Do it.
That's 23.
It's a success. So, if
That
you,
was actually on Dubsy though, so that should have been on Kraga. Sorry.
I have you
Oh, that was your assist. Sorry, never mind. I was reading it wrong. My mistake.
did you target somebody, Dubsy?
No. I just rolled the medicine check.
Oh, okay.
For the
Well,
treat
he's
wound.
helping. He's aiding me.
Okay. So where's yours?
Mine's above it. 23.
Okay, so do
Success.
oh, okay, right. So I didn't target him. That's fine. So hit 2, if you go 2d8, should go to it. Should give it to him, hopefully.
That's 8.
Yeah, it didn't do it. Okay. I guess they're just kind of
There
saying,
should
oh,
be
hey.
there should be an actual button in the activities that you can click.
Yeah, it looks like a little straw man order. So apply the stuff.
Oh, there it is. There, 2d8. Yeah.
Okay.
Try that instead. Sorry.
Yeah,
it's a little-
sure.
There we go.
We like automation.
9.
9. I was gonna say if it was less, I'll let you keep the 8 since we're just playing or dicking around with technology. But I'll give you the 9. There you go. Yay!
That's exactly the
buttons
amount
are-
of hit points I needed.
All right. How about Gregor?
Sure, please. I won't say no to a healing hand.
Or reach around. When he's lonely.
Dubsy, care to assist again, my friend?
Yeah, I guess.
Thank you. Can someone target Gregor for me?
Oh yeah, he's good.
Excellent.
So do you give him the reach around, or
That's the 20. That's a critical.
are you a happy ending cleric? I'm just curious.
Depends on you guys need them.
What'd you get?
Critical success, 27.
Oh, nice.
Dubsy got a 21 with his help, so we're kicking this butt right now.
Okay, hit the little buttons.
48.
If you click on the little magnifying glass beside treat wounds, like beside the little star, it'll open up like a menu below it, and you'll see the plus symbols. Target heal 4d8.
I got it right here. Yeah, I see him here, and that should be there's 48 there. That's 18 hit points back.
Okay.
Gregor.
Beautiful. Thank you kindly.
25 is a great success, guys.
Couldn't have done that with your help.
Is 20 a crit success in healing? Because 15 is the base.
I had 27.
27 though.
27. So what am I looking? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at Dubsy again. Damn it, Dubsy.
Yeah,
Get your fingers out there again.
I can do a skill check instead.
18. All right. That's cool. We're just, the podcasting audience is like, what are you guys doing wasting all this time? Just roll your dice. We're playing around with the fantasy ground buttons. It's fun. All right. As healed up as we'll ever be, except for Dubsy, who's walking around with 5 hit points. Hey, anybody got a potion?
No, that's what I was doing. I had a look.
I know somebody's got a potion.
I actually do. Dubsy, my friend, I'll spare it for you.
What is the dice on the potion?
It's a healing potion, lesser healing potion.
Does it say how many dice?
2d8 plus 5.
Oh, dude. Sweet. Okay.
Dubsy, be my guest. But don't forget, Callistra might say you owe her one.
Callistra to make this potion. Way to ride the coattails, buddy.
18.
Nice. All right.
So that puts me at
3 wounds?
3 wounds.
Okay. All right. This party is looking much healthier. Okay. And since there's no sign of Cognal just yet, though we hinted he would be rejoining us, it is time once again to strike forth. Well, I delete as many. You guys want to go home? No. Oh, no. So many rooms to explore. You guys want to head back? There's a bunch of rooms at the top of this hallway.
I can't carry much more, and I'm gonna need to offload some of this back at the in the town. Before I collect any more loot.
You could just drop it near the door. Like, you know, the secret door room with the 3 chairs at the bottom of the stairwell where you guys constantly come in. You could just stash it there.
I'm gonna go drop off some of this loot in that room with the chairs.
Okay.
Have your Minotaur had?
Yes.
Excellent.
You guys fought a Minotaur, and I fought Goopity Goop.
It was a skeleton.
Man, I feel like I lost out on something.
So,
It really
sorry.
only took a few hits. It wasn't that strong. The brown mold we fought, though, a whole nother story. This sucker came at us, guns a-blazing. It kicked our ass, and we had to run.
What's a gun?
You'll have to find out one day.
Nice one. Speaks, what are you looking to drop? Specifically.
It's not actually in my inventory, but like all my old.
Okay, so the stuff that I have that's still in the party, like half-plate armor and all that crap?
Yeah.
Right, okay, so your total bulk right now is 10.9, your limit is 14, but I don't see any excessive gear besides a whole bunch of stuff in your... Right?
Oh, I have 2 mauls and 2 breastplates, so I'll put that back down to 1.
Okay.
So I'm at 5 bulk. I'm good now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat here. I have a glaive that has a weight of 2 for some reason. I have no idea where that glaive came from.
It's from the Minotaur.
Ah, okay, that makes sense.
You said gimme.
Okay. Yes, yes.
Do you want me to stick it back in the party? Maybe I can take it back to the party loot. Okay, I've put it back in the party loot if you just want to delete it. Drop it on the pile.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, just drop it on the old pile.
Just to confirm, Jeff, when I use the healing potion, I just delete it from my inventory. I don't need to do anything special.
Yeah, because if I drag and drop you a new potion, that empty bottle's always going to be forever on you, so you might as well just delete it completely. You guys know how to delete by hitting the brown cross button?
Yep, I did it already. Just wanted to confirm.
Yes, sir. Oh, you're good. All right. So, I'm going to put a mark on the map, and if I put T for treasure, you guys might think it's a trap. How about B for bulk?
Loot.
Bulk.
LT for loot.
There you go. That's all you get. All right. So, gentlemen, after visiting and then coming back through that door, the secret door, and you guys deposited your loot, that would put you guys... Woo! Put you guys just outside said secret door. The bottom of the big hallway. Which way do you want to go?
Dubsy, are you feeling up to some more exploring, or do you want to get out of here?
I'm feeling pretty good right now. I could do a little bit, but maybe avoid the brown thing you're talking about. I've had enough of things that don't take shape.
Okay. Onward. The first door that we have not
Lead on,
explored.
Greg.
Perhaps?
Is that Greg?
I just said lead on. Oh, I got your back, man.
All right, yeah, you guys follow me. I'm going to head straight north up the long hallway towards the green door at the end of the hall.
Okay.
And then stop before the green door.
Now the first door that you have not explored is actually on your right. And then the green shadowy door that's acting weird with all the footprints and stuff is dead ahead.
I am not going to open that green one yet. I'm going to go to the door on the right side of the hallway.
Okay. A new door appears. What do you want to do?
Maybe have, yeah.
Dubsy, you want to check this thing for any traps, see if it's locked?
Sure.
5 minutes later.
Perception in the tower? You don't seem to find a trap.
It's looking pretty good.
All right, let me open this thing.
Dubs you back off? Is that what I'm seeing?
Give Kraga the stage.
Okay. A short hallway, 10 feet, heading due east, stops another door.
These damn doors. Dubs, you want to check this other door, or should I just burst through it?
You might want to let me take a look.
Perception in the tower? Search the door.
5 minutes later.
You don't seem to find a trap.
This one looks good too.
And you back off out the hallway. Any movement, you guys, I need you to call out. It is a podcast.
I am moving into the door that Dubsy just checked in this little 10-foot hallway, and
Okay.
I open it up.
I will follow behind Kraga.
Okay. And marching order. Who's bringing up the rear? Who's third?
I'll go behind Gregor.
I look behind me and I go, Gregor, you go right, I'll go left.
Okay.
I
And I
guess
go
I'll
in
follow the back.
and I go to the left.
You're in a dungeon. Just to scramble the order, if you guys do an athletics check or a knowledge or something, I will call for that. But just so that you have something on par. Actually, you know what? Never mind. You're fine. I just realized that asking for the initiative perception up front, right? I got 5. I juggle acrobatics just to try and get a better roll. That's kind of a loaded, never mind. All right. Shelves line the walls of this room, each filled with tools used for cleaning and repair work. A silver-headed cane lies in a tangle of mops, brooms, and buckets in a corner. What do you do?
We're all in this room. We're in that same hallway, kind of looking in the room now, or?
This is Craiga, who's peeking in the room, and it looks like Greg just joined him.
What is all this junk in here?
What do you see, Craiga? And I'll follow in as well.
Okay. Step in the room.
Lots of shelves with strange tools and cleaning things.
Does he even know what cleaning supplies are? What is this mysterious place? All right, looks like you're all in the room having a look around.
Grasp my holy symbol and be Callistra. Is there anything special in here? And cast detect magic.
Okay. Nothing magic in the room. Besides you guys. Like, is there magic here? Yes. Guess what? Could be on us.
Okay.
I know it's kind of a dick move because it's like we reread Detect Magic and it's like it only says presence or absence, and you guys are covered in magical shit, right? Is there magic here? Could you guys step outside, please? Thank you. Bing. No. Okay, come back inside, please. I'll skip that part. Or it's going to be like
1 hour later.
every time you cast a spell. So
It says you can choose to ignore magic you're fully aware of, such as magic items, ongoing spells, etc.
Correct.
yeah, but then I want to push my cool SpongeBob button. So fine, going forward. Thank you, rules lawyer.
Gregor,
Actually, kind of happy that works that way.
is there something shiny in that pile of mops?
I can have a look. I'll search through.
Sorry. It's in the base description. Are you setting them up? I ain't touching that thing. Actually, yeah, since Spiegler set off the brown mold, remember that flashback, everyone? He didn't want to touch nothing no more.
That was supposed to be in the tower.
That's okay. The cane with a silver head is deposited in a tangle of mops. If you yanked it out, you'd make a mess. You would need a thievery check to, oh so gently, pull the pin from Plinko without losing all the marbles. If you care. Otherwise, you can just yank it out of there, and who cares about mops?
Yeah, she's wedged in there pretty good, guys. I'll have to give her a good yank to get it out. It may get noisy.
Do you have thievery?
No.
Okay, so we don't care. Yank.
Unless someone tells me otherwise.
Well, you making a perception check is me talking in your head. So they're like, check this out. You're just standing there going, okay, guys, this might get loud.
All right, I pull. I yank it.
Pulling out a cane is going to be loud?
Because he sends
Yeah.
the mops flying everywhere to get it out.
So
Yeah.
You ever try and it's raining outside. You reach in the closet, the umbrella's in there, and you yank and fucking shoes and shit go everywhere, spill out. That's what we're talking about. Noisy.
And that's what I do.
Okay. Congratulations, you make noise.
Okay. And I hand the rapier over to Kraga.
What rapier? It's a cane.
Or the cane.
You sure you guys haven't been reading this module? Yes, I'm the cane. That's not a rapier. Kraga.
I'll look at the cane and I'll
Okay.
recall knowledge with lore Otari. See if
Crafting. Oh, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
See if it has anything to do with like
Yeah.
the old stories.
Actually, there is a depiction, like artwork of, and stories of Otari himself. No, Otari is the rogue that they lost, and so they named the town after him because he fell. He's in the back, and he's leaning on something. And you don't know if he's just like leaning on a cane or a stick or whatever, but it's like, the artist could have just not really blended it in. But I'm not saying it's complete proof, but there is inkling in your head that one of the heroes, particularly the rogue, might have carried a sword cane like this. Do you have knowledge religion?
I was going to say, can I, with that knowledge, can I attempt to like twist the top of the knob and like see if it pops, like the sword comes out?
Crafting.
Oh, crafting?
Well, you want to safely, right?
Yeah.
Okay. There's no real trick to it. It's just that when it gets to the bottom of the cane, which is the sheath, it tightens up on the head and the bottom, so it sticks into place so that it is secure, that you could kind of wave and bang the cane around without it flying off and revealing said blade. Grabbing the cane at the top and giving it a sturdy sort of yank, just like a katana. It doesn't fall out, but if you give it that sort of pressure at the end, it'll come up quite easily. And it reveals a silver blade. And your crafting tells you that it is clean, low-grade silver and in good condition.
This might come in use.
But as Ken told us earlier, not magical.
I'll throw it in my on my back, my pouch or whatever.
Nice of a weapon for a big person like you.
Can I have a freebie recall knowledge of all knowledges as we all watch Craiga put away a perfectly good... All knowledges in the tower, go. Ba-da-da-da-da. Something else I want to do is I'm not going to call for a specific skill. Your brain sees an object, your brain automatically goes to the right occult, arcane, religion, or whatever is needed. Now if the player says, that's a giant frog. I want to know nature, something specific about its habits, then you've kind of pitching your whole self to nature. There's not much I can do. Yeah.
I'll do religion.
Okay. Everyone's just spamming.
I think this cane may have belonged to one of the legendary heroes of old.
Dubsy with occult can back up Kenro's suspicions. Silver weapons are good against certain creatures. Magical or not. Certain creatures,
nobody.
Specifically creatures from the lower denzins, like demonic and certain fae and stuff, all have vulnerability to silver. That's where
Just
you
so you know, Craiga, when I was researching how to kill that shadow bitch that we fought earlier, I remember silver could be strong against certain types of monsters. I'm not sure which off the top of my head, but it might come in handy.
It does kind of look like a toothpick in your hands, big man.
I've been helping Keelino, the proprietor in the market. I've been helping him look for a werewolf that murdered his family a long time ago, and I feel like this might come in handy if I ever run into that beast.
That's true.
A weapon you can actually fight with? That's pretty finesse, and you're kind of smash and bang. Which I kind of do too, but different context.
They don't call me Silver Tusk for nothing. I love silver.
Understood.
Arm wrestle him for it. No.
I wasn't going to use it. I was thinking our friend Dubsy.
Yeah, of course. But I got to hand it for Spiegler for role-playing away into his backstory of why the orc would want to keep it, even though technically and tactically it would be way better running around the dungeon in your hands or Dubsy's hands. I'll keep it for the side adventure that's going to come way later. May not even be part of this adventure.
All right, I think we've found everything we can see in this room.
Okay, I'm sticking his gear. It doesn't look like he's giving it up, boys.
We know where it is if we need it.
That's true.
I'm quite sure Craiga won't.
Yeah, if you need this in the moment, kind of thing, I'll toss it right to you. No problem.
Oh yeah,
Just
It looks daring, burns action economy. I'm telling you, man, Spiegler's a DM's wet dream. All right. What's next, boys? Oh, speaking of making noise. We're talking away. And whilst you guys are yipping away, can I have a passive perception check from everybody but Kraga and Ken, who are literally in the middle of a discussion about the cane, focused on it, and everyone else is kind of like listening, but, you know, looking around. Dubsy, this door at the top next to Kraga, but not the one directly beside him, peeks open, and something looks out at you.
Hello? I see eyes.
Eyes?
The door lies open. I will take Dubsy, your perception of 27. I'm going to use for initiative. See, this is what I don't like about recall checks in the what were you guys doing? And now I got to reveal all the checks that you guys, because they hold as your initiative, right? Last thing Kraga was doing was crafting. You're good at that. Dubsy this. Kenro. And Kragar 16. Okay. Allow me to introduce, because I can find the encounter. Here we go. Activate. The door, Dubsy goes, hi, and the head, you know, the thing looks at Dubsy and closes the door. Boom. You guys all hear the door snap shut. Starting with Dubsy, what do you do?
And they all heard it, so I don't have to alert them to it.
Yeah. Unless they thought you opened the door, closed the door, and just think you're awesome because you're like 15 feet away. He's getting really good. Look at it.
I'll go ahead and go up to the door.
Okay.
The northeast.
Yep.
And I'll open it.
All right. One to get there, one to open. Dubsy, and technically it's Dubsy alone, but you guys are going to see this in a moment. You see, buzzing at the back corner, a baby man with the torso of like a little Chubric, you know, the little angels with the little bow and arrow. Yeah, you know, little Cupid, cherubs. Right? Cherub, right? So a cherub Cupid-like body, a humanoid head, bald with fly eyes and a fly mouth and a long tongue, fly, help me, like the movie The Fly, wings, and from the waist down, a huge fly body with insectile legs. And this thing is...
I think it's pronounced thorax.
Thank you, thorax. Your next character needs to be like some educated like alchemist or something. Just,
yeah, really.
Just change it up. Like, oh, actually, it's just walk around. I take that back. No, I don't want to hear you doing that every 5 minutes.
Right. Careful what you wish for.
Yeah. This humanoid fly thing.
And I mean, Dubsy's a Gripply, right? So he's probably like,
That's so gross.
I don't know. He looks like a medium size. He might be as big as me.
I'll reveal the creature's size in a moment. I'm just going to try to line up this room. Okay. How big am I? Good question. Nope, I'm small. So I'm like small, 3.5 feet long. Fly wings. Anyway, shut the door. It appears that he's flown backwards 5 feet in this 10-foot wide room and over one to the west. The room seems rectangular and goes left and right. Dubsy, what do? You have an action left.
I will raise my shield.
Okay. Take a defensive posture at the door. Round.
I can complete my turn.
Sorry?
There's a complete turn button on the combat tracker now.
Okay, go. See what happens. It goes to me. Oh, that's neat. Let's say meet some trouble. The humanoid fly fiend flies at you. Comes right at you. I'd say it's flying above you. Like, there's really only 2 squares. There's like standing on the floor and up in the air, 2 squares on top of each other in this low 8-footish, 10-foot ceiling. So technically it's above, but adjacent as it's forward, and turns over in the air so it's flying flat. Wings are straight up, heads forward, and tries to bite Dubsy with its mandibles. Right over top of the shield, it uses its flying body weight to push the shield down and nails you in the shoulder, and you take 1d10 plus 3 piercing damage, plus d6 evil damage.
Evil.
My meal is really, really tough.
And that's me. Oh, Frega, you are up. Gregor, get ready. You're on deck. Gregor, what do you want to do? Paging Craiga.
Thought I clicked that. I pull out my maul for 1 action.
Mm-hmm.
I'm beside Dubsy, who's technically standing in the doorway.
Right. You can attack this thing. It just has cover. You get a -1. Dubsy's giving it a shield bonus, but I will say that because it's above him, you're not attacking directly through Dubsy, who's a small creature, so I'll be kind in saying that Dubsy's not in your way. However, I am through a door frame, which you are not directly in front of, so he's kind of like, you got to attack him around a corner.
Yeah.
So he has cover from you.
I can't go through him into the room, right?
No, because you have to go through the enemy. Now, there are ways to get through an enemy. There's acrobatics and stuff where you can tumble through threatening squares or go right through an enemy.
Trying to see if sudden charge has like a thing where you can go through enemies, but I don't think it does.
Well, like I said, there's a tumble. It takes you an action to tumble through. You need to be trained, I think. In acrobatics?
Yeah, I don't have acrobatics trained.
Okay.
I have athletics. Could I push him?
Yeah, there's rules for shoving. Rules that Eric will look up for me right now.
I think a maul has shove.
Has the shove ability?
The shove trait. Mauls have the shove trait.
Okay.
Yeah, so with that, you can swing, and then you can use another one of your actions to shove for free, as long as the weapon has the trait or you have a free hand.
Right.
So, if I hit like with a successful attack roll,
you could use your third action to shove him.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay. Standard cover. Let me just have a look here. What is standard cover?
1. It's 1, 2, or 4. 1 is the lowest one.
Oh, okay. Then I'd go with 2 because you're around a corner.
Okay. I'll swing.
And there's people in your way.
I have to.
As far as just a straight shove, you basically just do an athletic skill check against
Against his fort. DC, right? Because it's grappling and shit. So Craiga, put a -2 into your mod. Or not.
Miss.
Okay. So unfortunately, since you miss them, you don't get the chance to do the shove.
No, but with my third action, I'll go into my Draconic Rage.
Okay. Which brings us to Gregor. Gregor, what do you want to do?
I will cast Magic Weapon, and I will go into Arcane Stance. So Magic Weapon will double the damage die for my weapon, and Arcane Stance will cause extra damage, extra force damage to my attack.
Oh,
and
cool.
that's my turn.
All right. Sounds good. Kenro, what do you do?
Well, obviously our friend Dubsy looks a little hungry after all those fights. And I'll stay where I am and cast Divine Lance at the creature. Which is a 30-foot range attack. So does he still have cover because the Dubsy's in the way, or?
I'm giving cover for the doorway, not necessarily from Dubsy. Like, technically, as soon as you attack through a creature, they give a shield bonus. But Dubsy, you're a small creature, are you not?
So it should be small.
Right? And since he's not in front of him, because I'm up in the air, I have him like this. You should have a clean shot. So I'm only going to penalize you the one. Craiga was on a corner. You're not. So -1 just from the doorway. That's it.
You want me to add the -1 to my modifier?
Yes,
then?
please.
Will do. And I will roll the attack. Well, that's not the right one. Whoopsies. That's an 11 for a miss.
Unfortunate.
And that costs 2 of my actions. And I will back out of the way 1 more foot just to give my compatriots more room here.
Okay.
And that's all my actions.
All right. Which brings us to Dubsy.
All right. Payback time. I'll take out my short sword.
Okay.
And got him targeted. Let's give an attack. Ooh, 19 on the dice for 27.
Nice.
Hit. Oh, a 1 on the dice.
But it still does 5.
5, but it looks like 0 damage.
Yes. You strike it, and it either like supernaturally heals as soon as you pull back your weapon instantly, or it just doesn't seem to pierce the infernal hide or abyssal hide of this strange creature.
Let's see. I've got an ability called Mobility. Let's see. You move in a way that denies your enemies the opportunity to retaliate. When you take a stride action, you move half your speed or less, and that movement does not trigger reactions. So I'll do that and move away.
Okay.
I will move behind Craiga, I think.
Sorry, Kenro, did you back up last round?
Yeah, I think he did.
Yes, I did.
Okay, sorry. Okay. So imagine a room that is on its side rectangular, 10 foot wide, 15 feet tall. And the guys at the top of the room, there's double doors. I think. Is it double doors or just one door? No, just one door. Sorry. Top right corner is a single door. On the other side of the door is this flying baby demon fly thing. In front of the door, nothing. Next space down, nothing, because the guys have made an L shape along the outer walls and down, where Kenro is actually in front of another door that's on the south wall. And that is where we are at. So, next we have this strange creature. I fly into the room, and I turn on Krega. This thing starts ranting and raving at you guys. This is very cool. Now, instead of just saying who speaks this language, I'm going to actually take a second, find the language in Fantasy Grounds, and then type something in, and it'll tell me if anybody understood that, which I don't think anyone does. Because if it says it in English, you understood it because you speak this language. If not, it's just gobbledygook. The thing just seems mad. And I bite at Silvertusk with a 21, which is a hit. Silvertusk, you take 1d10 plus 3 piercing and 1d6 evil damage for a total of 10. No, only 5. I wonder why that is.
I think because I activated my rage, it gives me temporary hit points.
Ah, cool. That makes sense. Which are probably wiped out now, but all good. And as a second action, or I should say my final action, I will, because my mouth is a finesse weapon, I will risk a second attack on you, chewing away with a 2, which is a miss. Bringing us to Krega. This thing bit you in the upper shoulder. I always go for the shoulder. It's non-specific, you know.
I'm going to swing again.
All right.
This time I hit him with a 25.
Swinging, batter, ping, damage.
That is 13 damage.
It only seems to take 4. It rolls. Being in the air, not grounded, it seems to like you hit it and it glances off. However, did you want to try for that shove?
I will like to shove him.
Okay. Unless Rules Lawyer Eric here says otherwise, I believe it's against his fort DC. Because it's like a wrestling thing.
That is correct.
Okay. So I look up his fortitude saving throw. I had a base of 10. You need 18. 18 to give me a shove. How far can we shove you? I guess it would depend on the roll.
5 feet, 10 feet for a critical.
I hit 18.
Okay, just enough. You bat him so hard, he doesn't take a lot of damage, but he goes flying back into the other room.
I was going to say, can I choose like to shove him closer to Ken so that I could get like behind him and surround him?
The shove trait, as long as it's away from you, I don't see why not. Does it have to be directly away?
It just says you push a creature away from you.
So yeah, I would try to push him
Let's see.
towards Ken so that I could get around behind him.
Away would be into the wall, because that's directly away,
Yeah.
right? But for right now, we'll just say you swung the other way and you pushed him, laterally. Kitty corner is slightly away. We'll have to look more into that, but for right now, I'll give it to you. I like where this is going.
One attack, one shove, and then I'll move.
Okay. And you step into the square where he was, closing him in.
Yes.
Oh, look at that. These tactics are totally making up for that brown mold incident, which we'll never speak of again, Matt. Excuse me while I make this guy flat-footed. Okay, flat-footed activated. Krega is done. And Gregor is up, charging his weapon, getting ready for something.
Oh, yes, absolutely. But I don't think he's flat-footed to me, though. He shouldn't be flat-footed to me. That said, I do have a +1 to my weapon from a magic weapon.
Well, flat-footed is a condition that you give to a creature, and since I can't react well enough to people either side of me, everyone gets to jump in on this.
Yeah, I was gonna say I figured it's just flat-footed.
As long as those two make me flat-footed, then it's kind of a flat-footed all around.
No, he's flat-footed because he's flanked. He's off guard right now.
Yeah,
That's
but like
from being flanked.
right. So, but it's these guys don't get a +2 to hit them. The condition of flat-footed, -2 to my AC, gets given to him. And since I am flat-footed technically, I don't think I just take it on and off and on and off. Do I? I know you're trying to be honest here, but
Yeah, no, I feel like it should be like if we have him flanked, then our allies can also come in and get the, like you said, like he just has -2 to his AC.
I'm going to go with Spiegler's overwhelming 1 year of role-playing expertise. And
Yeah, I'm the expert. Just ask me.
no, I'll give it to you. Take the swing, Greg. We can retcon this later. Take the win. Feeling bad about the brown mold. He's just trying to be honest. Man. Like,
A creature is flat-footed to melee attacks from creatures that are flanking it.
Oh, okay.
okay, so I temporarily take it off. It doesn't. I mean, it kind of supports your argument, but it doesn't exactly determine said. Anyway,
Hey, I'll take it. I'll
give it. I'll give it to you for now because, like I said, it still doesn't convince me. Let's err inside the players, right? Keep you guys alive. This place has tons of death I can deal out later.
Okay, so then I don't need to move, so 2 actions spell strike, and casting Shocking Grasp through at the same time, and then Magus's Analysis to recharge my spell strike as my last action.
Awesome. Now, we are rules as written here, Rollmongers, and I do appreciate Eric's honesty, but we looked it up, and it's just kind of like, I get to rule, and, we'll retcon this later. Hit me way more than +2, and
Okay, definitely spending a hero point on that.
what'd you get?
Rolled a 2.
For a total of
10. How do I spend the hero point again?
it's on your main sheet, I think.
So just right click it.
Just double click.
Nice.
Dun, 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 little diamond shows up.
Oh, it doesn't automatically reroll. I still got to reroll.
Yeah,
it.
you do.
Okay.
It's showing the board that, as opposed to like, yes, I'll do it. No, I won't do it. Nice.
Much better. It did not include the +1 from the weapon, though.
I'm sorry, Spiegler. I can't hear you.
Yes, and the crowd goes wild.
Finally hit something. Okay, so it should be 2d10 +5.
Okay.
No, it didn't do it. It just did the d10 +4.
Okay, so give me another D10 +1. Oh, no, I guess your other one actually be -3 because it'll give you another +4, which is too much, so.
That's fair, yeah. So 10, so 19 total. Plus the Shocking Grasp, which is...
Now, you notice it's resisting this.
The weapon is magic, right?
Yeah, but see, 9, and it damage resisted by 4, so it's only 4. First strike, then we get that. Anyway, we'll figure it out at the end. Just keep it coming.
But that's what I'm saying, though, because the game's not including the spell effect on the weapon, right?
Yeah, we got to do the spell. Oh, you're saying it's suddenly magical now?
My weapon is magical. I cast magic weapon on it.
Ah, I see. Well, let's check out my resistance. See what I am resistance to.
I saw you click something over there, and it said like magic weapon, and I thought it applied it to your stuff,
I have
but guess-
physical resistance 5, and there's an exception. Now, do magical weapons automatically override all physical resistances?
Oh, no, because I noticed when Dubsy hit him with his +1 short sword,
Yeah, didn't.
which is a magic type, it still resisted it.
And your Warhammer, your
Oh,
bow.
because it's physical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so give me the magic. Still managed to do stuff.
That's what I'm trying to do here is figure out how to get it cast or how to apply the damage. Okay, I'm going to try this. It should apply 2d12 electricity damage.
Okay.
Fucking grasp is 2d12. What?
Oh, it's because he charged the spell. He did something extra.
Ugh. Only for an extra 7 points of damage.
Okay.
Rolled a 3 and a 4 on 2d12. 3 and a 4.
Okay. So Gregor steps in, and although his weapon is not magical, okay, he gets enough damage through from like adding those two damages together, and then it shocks him, and it just fries this thing, and it just falls to the ground in a smoldering heap. Ah!
Just
The walking fly zapper.
Gregor finally gets his own kill. All right, look at that. Dubsy didn't
Yeah.
steal it. No, you didn't steal it. Eric's been waiting this for like freaking 3 months.
No, I just finally got a chance to charge up properly.
Yeah. Like usually every time you do this with the spell and everything, it just unfortunately luck does not go your way, and it's oh miss, oh crap, right? So very very cool. But let this be listened to. Maguses are very overpowered when they hit, but you're running the risk of just doing nothing and losing the spell, and yeah, so you got to really like that payoff. As
That hero
opposed to
point was a big help too.
yeah, well,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That's
A
what
2
they're
to
there
an
for.
18, big difference, yeah.
Speaking of hero points, what are you guys all at?
1.
0.
Okay. So this thing falls down in a heap. Does anyone care to try to recall knowledge to figure out what that was?
That would have been my last action.
Have you eaten one of these before, Dubsy?
Not one of these. That thing didn't bite so good.
Let's see what I can find. I'll do nature. Do I have to be trained or no?
Train would. This is a very specific. You'd probably get more out of religion, since I hinted at its fiendish nature. Cult.
Should have been in the tower. Sorry.
That's all right. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Where'd I go? Oh, I deleted it. Damn it. I deleted the creature. That's okay. A fresh creature arises. Brand new. All right. Throw a brand new one in the room. You guys won't know the difference. I am... Well, it's a devil. It's a human fly fiend. Lawful, evil, speaking infernal. So, because I'm from hell, I probably have, resistances, if not immunities to fire, and I'm probably weak to good weapons. And before I tell you the rest of my backstory, I think that's enough for one roll, don't you?
You know, Kraga, that might have been a great time to try that cane sword of yours.
Funny you should say that. It actually has physical 5 except silver. Which I didn't confirm in the last room asking for recall, but I strongly hinted, so kudos to Troy for hinting with the role play,
You're right.
I didn't get a good look at it until after it was dead.
That's okay. Gentlemen, before we leave, there's only one thing left to do.
Search the body?
You like that?
That was good.
Shout out to Tom Cardy on TikTok. This Aussie has great material, and that was just a snippet from from that. And when I get to editing this, I will put the link in below. I made everybody watch this. I got a couple of them. I was waiting for a nat 20 because I got
Nat 20, let's go.
you know, and it was like I was just praying that Gregor would like get a really good hit.
It's a natural 20. Let's fucking go.
Right. Yeah. But I don't want to turn the show into a bunch of like clickbait, you know what I mean? So I was just softly going in, you know.
A morning show on the radio.
Yeah, but did you guys catch the SpongeBob stuff? Like when he's at the door searching for traps?
5 minutes later.
You know, that kind of
We
shit.
heard those,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's good.
Good.
Okay. So it's a naked creature. It doesn't seem to have anything on it. Having a look here.
No amulets or rings or.
Had a name. I was waiting for a critter fail so I can pull some cards on you.
Oh yeah. Eh?
Nope.
I forget now what cards we already have.
Now, typically in old classic D&D, you'd fight the creature, and then in its lair, you would earn a weapon that could hurt it. And people were like, what's the point of that? It's because you got past the creature's defenses on your own, and now you've earned a weapon that could fight another creature in the future of the same type, so you're not constantly, you know, slogging through the same troubles. And that was like a classic staple. They literally gave you what could hurt it in a broom closet next door. And you guys are like, let's put this away for later. You never know when we're going to... And there he is, right? Like, who would suspect, right?
I did kind of have a feeling, but I mean, Craig is Craig. He's not going to be put 2 and 2 together like that fast.
Okay. What do you guys want to do now?
I wouldn't mind a heal.
Yeah, I was surprised when Dubsy's +1 sword didn't have like any extra effect. Like he still resisted it, even though it's magical.
I will look into it. I don't know if +1 bypasses all resistance like in the old game. Because then as soon as you guys get to like 2nd or 3rd level, have a couple of those, all the creature's abilities only affect 1st level creatures. What's the point of that? You stack all kinds of abilities, you know, like...
When you said physical, I think you're right. I think it's any physical damage it takes. It resists, like even the magic spell. If it causes bludgeoning damage or piercing damage, it still resists that as well.
Now, I took all 7 points from your spell. You see that?
Yeah.
So a magical attack is very effective, and you were fine. But I resisted the actual physical damage of getting stabbed and whatever. So who's healing Dubsy? Who wants to step in and search the new room?
Dubsy, come on over here, buddy. Or can we heal him again? Has it been an hour since we...
New wounds.
Does it matter for the wound?
Oh, yeah, I guess he literally becomes immune for... That's kind of a loophole in it from the treat wounds condition. That sucks. I gotta look deeper into that, because that would really suck. It's like, well, so I stubbed my toe in the door. You're screwed for an hour. But that's all different types of damage and all different types of rooms. Too bad. Hour's not up yet. So let's talk about the new room. The walls of this room have been painted crudely and almost childlike and childishly to depict a horrific hellscape of burning mountains, rusting cities, and tormented souls. A little piece of home. Ugh. There is the remains of something. You think it was a creature? Maybe he ate it. You don't know if it's like a really big rat or something humanoid. It's very difficult because the bones are fragments and there's like part of a skin. Is that like scalp hair from a head, or is that just like rat pelt? It's so gone over, like so, you know what I mean? And then rotted. It's really, really hard to determine what this thing is. I mean, you could use medicine to have a go like last time, but technically there is a carcass in the room.
I will get closer to it and inspect it.
Someone might even call it a body. What are you looking for?
Anything of value.
Good night, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bitch.
Warlock cast arcane gate because we need an escape. This magic weapon refused to turn the tide. It breathes by all of its saints. Who cares if we're a disgrace? In just one shove, our wizard rolled death and fell. Tell me what we'd brawl this thing. Too many limbs that sting. All of us flayed food for its spawn. Up our XP and then we'll bring new dice for the slaying. A pretty mix, blue, black, and gold. Rolling higher, love. Oh, tell me not to give up. Provoke me, haste me, faster dash. Returning, churning, savage attack. The character is so cozy, buckets of dice. You know me, I'm gonna write all these actions down. Blowing bubbles below, see camping next to coyotes. I don't wanna die, let's head back to town. Let's head back to